preparing, as we said earlier, if you can remember that far back,
We can't.
a chicken with 40 cloves of garlic, and it's wonderful. It's a traditional French dish, as I'm sure David will confirm, and it's very simple.
A bit like you.
Which is why you'll like it,
like
my dear.
you. Yeah.
There's a lot of debate about this, but I'm going to cut through it all. Various people talk about a whole chicken or chicken pieces. We're going to use chicken pieces. All sorts of things you can do to it, but I'm just going to... If you've got something to say to me, my dear. So, in short, what you really want to do is get it into bits. And I'm going to start with the wings. It's really just a question of... Now, I know you have filmed porn on this table, dear, but it doesn't seem very steady to me.
Well, this isn't the first chicken that's found itself.
And I'm going to get myself a chopper. I'm going to use that
You're
instead.
going to bang your meat, are you?
I certainly am. Look at that. It's come away beautifully with my chopper.
You've done very well with your chopper.
So, there we are. It's a wing. And try the other one. It should be just the same, except on the opposite side.
Just chop it, would you?
Yeah. Yeah. Have a look.
I have to say, everybody, we have a real chef in the house. You can't see him, but we can. And he's looking at this, vaguely appalled.
So, let's try it on this side. It's just the...
Just take a chopper again, okay? Go and bang it. Go on.
Now, in my view, I think we should try and separate the thigh from the drumstick. And I'm feeling for the joint there, and I think I found it. There we go, look. One drumstick and one thigh. One little cut should have the little bastard in bits.
Oh! I felt that.
So, there we have it. And you don't want all this skin and loose skin. I'll just cut that there like
yes,
that.
you do that.
And then I'll get my chopper out again.
You wouldn't make a surgeon, would you?
Helps if you just use one chopper at a time.
You just use your chopper as you see fit.
Now, I'm going to make a well-aimed fly right down the middle. And you know something?
You made a right mess of that one.
I think that's not
Doctor's
too...
fear, this
I think
bird
that's not
will
too
never
bad.
fly
And
again.
another thing is...
Oh!
I'm going to go right down the middle there, look. And... Fabulous. So we've got the breasts, because they're quite big, the breasts are. Have you noticed that?
I have.
So...
There's nothing I like more than a little bit of a big breast.
And then... one more.
Well done, dear.
So basically what we've now got is a chicken in bits. Now I did mention, didn't I, that this was chicken with 40 cloves of garlic.
You did.
It's not just about the garlic, it's about olive oil.
Is it?
On top of that, we obviously need the garlic. Now,
We do.
we've got
Where
some
did you get that
gorgeous
lovely
garlic.
garlic from?
You got that from Herefordshire, as
I
you well know. You devious little minx, you.
Yes.
So what we do here, we just give it a bit of a bang. And once we've got the cloves apart,
Giving your garlic a bit of a bang, don't you?
yep,
Yeah.
then we can split them all apart there like that. Look, you need about 3 heads. And I know how you like heads. And these are beautiful, big, gorgeous plump cloves. We like a big plump one. Then it's, well look, we're nearly done, look. So once we've got it down to that sort of area, well, I think one more, we'll go one
You're
more.
going to smash another one?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
How about that, look?
You've done very, very well.
I think I have.
Yeah.
So, there's not going to be any thickening in this. There's another point of contention because a lot of people use flour and I don't think flour has a place in this. I just want juices oil and garlic, and there's a few herbs, so that's all we're going to stick to. So, about half of this is going to be squashed down at the end when it's all unctuous and soft and oozing.
Oozing?
Yep. So we don't really want to have you take the papers off that, so we'll skin those, and a very good way I saw on YouTube for doing this is as follows. Some of you will be amazed, some of you will be appalled.
You'll probably be appalled.
But either way, this is what you do. Anything metallic like that, just pop it in there, look. And then give it. You were beating earlier, weren't you?
I was.
Is this the sort of action?
Very similar.
Is that the sort of action you want to use? And then as you'll see, it sort of all comes out skinned. So you don't have to mess around with each one individually. So look, pretty much those will get squashed down into to make thickening and make the sauce extra gorgeous. Okay, so we'll put those to one side for the moment. The next thing that has to happen is there's going to be a bit of browning action. Now, you don't have to brown because obviously it'll cook beautifully in the oven, but I think a bit of browning on the outside is good. It's flavour. As Richard Ehrlich said of The Guardian.
Richard Ehrlich.
Richard Ehrlich.
Lovely.
He's a food critic and his name is Ehrlich.
Ehrlich. What did he say then?
He said, because of the nature of this dish, really you can't have enough olive oil. In fact, an absolutely disgraceful amount of olive oil.
That would have appealed to you, Ferry.
It did appeal to me, I have to say, look.
So what you're doing now is just heating the olive oil up?
I'm just heating the olive oil a little bit so
Splendid.
to get it nice and hot. And then what we really want to do...
Hold on. Fucking focus is gone.
You'd have told me off for that. You would. You'd have told me off for that technical imbecility. You'd have made a comment. Oh, gosh. Brenda's on the camera again.
Right, you bastards. Are you focusing on B? Are you?
Unfortunately.
Great. So, bit of lovely cracked black pepper. Beautiful look, cracked black pepper. That's absolutely gorgeous. Did it myself with a mortar and pestle. Once we've seasoned the chicken liberally, don't mess around
Do you
with
want
it.
any chicken with your salt, dear?
So once we've done that, then we fry off the pieces. Oh, like that. Oh, skin side down. In fact, in this case, because it's such a big pan, so, due to the glories of modern editing, we can now return to this beautiful pan and turn our chicken pieces, which, as you can see, are starting to develop a wonderful brown crust. So once we've turned, we'll leave it to go for just a little bit longer, and then we'll be ready for you and the next stage.
What's those garlic bits for?
Don't you worry about those, I'll come into those in 1 minute. Right! So, once that's all nicely browned, which I'd say took about 10 minutes.
I'm glad you're doing it the way I advised. You learned all your skills from me, didn't you? Don't you laugh?
From the haberdashery department of Clarence, yes. So, once that's all nice and brown, which as you can see, certainly very nearly is, we'll take those out for 1 second. You're dazzled, aren't you?
No.
You're dazzled.
No.
Now, in all those gorgeous juices, we're going to tip
Oh!
our garlic in.
With all the finesse of a rhinoceros in mud.
That one from the floor will do just beautifully. And we're going to sort of braise it off really. I mean, this doesn't need quite as much browning as the chicken, frankly. Because in reality, it's all going to get cooked together. Now, that looks like a lot of garlic, I think you'll all agree.
I think we will.
It does. However, what you'll find has happened is that as the time goes by, it'll all get moist and unctuous.
Unctuous.
Like you are for a long day, dear.
That's right. May I say something?
You may.
Why have you
But
got
be very
two
careful
different
about
types
what you
of...
say.
I will. I do wish to be murdered. Can I ask you, you've done two different types of garlic.
I did
there,
explain
haven't
that if you were listening closely earlier.
I wasn't.
And I'll say it again for
You
those
do.
of you that are hard of hearing
Do.
or stupid. That some of these will be used to make the thickening for the sauce. Okay?
Yeah.
So they'll be squashed down and they'll all become part of it.
What's yours?
Whereas these, you can split the little skins and squish it out and it's all lovely.
Unctuous.
Yes.
Can we use that word again?
Okay,
Unctuous.
unctuous. Alright?
Yes.
So once that's sort of had a bit of a go, I think we can add a little bit of
Stick your
seasoning.
herbs in, are you? You've got a bit of time here, but you'll end up be frying.
That's right. And then I think what we can do is pop all back.
Oh!
Stick a couple of those on. They're bay leaves.
They haven't been on the floor, have they?
Now, my darlings, I think you'll all agree that that looks quite simply
Divine.
fabulous. What you'll see here is some stock that I've made with my own beautiful fair hands. It's a bit jellified, but that's because it's good. And what you do is you get a bit of white wine, a bit of a splash on there like that.
You're putting the Premier Cream in the dish, are you?
Just call me old-fashioned, but
I
I
will.
like
Yes.
I like a bit of vermouth as well for that slightly aniseedy sort of, very slightly aniseedy taste. And then once you've got that in the dish, just a little bit of stock. Some would say I should have heated this up, but frankly,
I'm making right.
I don't care.
It smells jolly good there, dear.
So,
Lovely.
on that note,
We're going to stick it in the oven.
we are. It's going to go in the oven. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put this in the oven for about an hour.
No! Yes.
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 And here it goes. Right, we'll nestle comfortably.
I put the timing device on there.
There we go. Look.
Oh, thank God that's done.
Right, now at the end of the cooking time, this
And
is
she
what
looks like a bedraggled old whore.
this is what you get. You may have noticed that I have taken the tin foil
Tinfoil
off,
off.
and
Sparing the words, you know.
what you've got now is this gorgeous sumptuousness.
Does look sumptuous.
It does look sumptuous.
Looks sumptuousness.
Now what you can do is you can take these bits of old twig off. I'm not talking about
Your
Brenda
legs.
here.
She referred to me as an old twig.
Well,
Oh, get on with it.
Right, okay.
Plates are in the bloody oven. Right.
there we are.
Very good, darling. Very good.
Do you want to smell it?
Are we talking about your chicken?
Yes.
Lovely. Lovely.
Now what we have failed to mention so far is that earlier we talked about some gorgeous little cloves of garlic. Some
I think we did mention it. Actually.
in their little skins,
We did mention it.
as the goddess
Didn't I ask you
Nigella
about
would
it and you
say.
turned to me and said, I've already talked about this. Anyway, go on.
The
What are you
goddess
going to say?
Nigella would say.
The lovely
Little
Nigella.
savoury bonbons in there. Sticky wrappers.
Oh,
We liked that, didn't we?
liked that. We
Savoury
laughed.
bonbons in there.
Did we laugh?
Sticky wrappers.
No, we laughed. Naughty Nigella.
So we'll keep those there like that. Now, I did say that the ones that weren't in their little sticky, gorgeous wrappers
Yes.
would be squished into the sort of sauce, into the gravy.
There's a bit of squishing to go on then, isn't there?
So what you could do is sort of load this into a platter
Yes.
and
Are you going to do
that
that?
gorgeous. Well,
No, you're not, are you?
no.
You've actually got to the end of
I've
your
got to
tether.
the end of my fucking tether.
Yes.